Hey, Bobby D11 here with another weekly predictions, NFL weekly predictions. I got with me Tyler Riley, Dr. Nefario, and Jake Guerin, Superstar Fly. All right, we'll start right with the. We back. We're gonna jump right into the week 6. It was a pretty interesting week. My favorite thing about it is the belt is back. It's back. Aaron Rodgers throwing it out, telling the Bears he owns them. Oh, I loved it. I was barking. There were some fun games though last week, guys. Let's see. We had that Monday night game was intense. Wow, that was a good game. Even the Sunday night game, that came down to what? Geno fumbling the ball cost that was the end of the game. Geno didn't look too bad.
Those Wisconsin boys built different.
Probably drinks milk when he eats. That Dallas game came down to it, and then there were some blowouts, guys. Holy crap! Who'd have saw Baltimore kicking the crap out of the Chargers like that?
I don't know. I think someone saw it.
Only one of us in this.
I don't think you saw a blowout.
I did say they were going to beat them pretty easily, actually.
Maybe I forgot.
We'll have to check the receipts on that one for
We'll have to check that out. I'm going to see the Carfax. Gonna need some Carfax. Arizona kicked the crap out of Cleveland. I don't know if that just said Arizona didn't even need their coach. Now I don't even think Arizona needs a coach. He's not that good. We don't really need him, so we'll be all right. Oh man, no, there's a lot of blowouts. Anyways, jump over to this week. This week we got I had a tough time with this week, especially this Thursday night game coming up. We got Denver at Cleveland, and I gotta say I had a heck of a time picking. Browns didn't look good. Denver I got no faith in. I had faith beginning of the year, and it's gone now. But even with all the injuries and how ugly it was, I think I'm taking Cleveland. I got no faith in the quarterback situation in Denver, and going on the road, I got nothing. I watched Teddy overthrow way too many people last week. What do you guys got?
I'm hurt. I'm just hurting right now. All my hope is lost, dude. I knew it was gonna get bad with the cupcakes out of the way, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Like you said, the injuries are mounting up for the Browns, so I gotta be a homer here. Something's got to give. I'm going Denver here.
I mean, it's a must-win game for both teams. Last week was for Denver and the Raiders. I didn't think the Raiders looked that good without their coach being there, but they both got to win. One of them's got to win, and they both need it. What do you got, Jake?
This one's a tough one. I think Cleveland's going to win this one. It's going to be close, though. Broncos are going to play well. Cleveland's just playing a little bit better football. I think they'll be able to get the win.
I mean, Denver just playing well, I think, would be a win in their case.
I'll take it.
They got to get back on track.
Now, this next game, we got Washington at Green Bay. I took Green Bay all day. They look pretty good, both sides of the ball. Defense is banged up. We're missing 2 of our studs, but hey, we're still looking pretty decent out there. Washington, on the other hand, wasn't good last week. Offense was terrible. I don't know. Kansas City stepped up in the second half. I think they had quite a bit unanswered points. Fitzpatrick might come back for Washington, which is good, but I got nothing in them right now. There's a lot of turmoil right now in the upper management in that place, and I think they're a mess. I'm taking Green Bay.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on this one, Bob. Belt is back, like you said. Being at home, Washington's defense has given up second most yards per game, I think, 423 yards, and that is one thing that Aaron Rodgers is just going to eat up all day. So I think it's going to be a pretty easy victory, end up winning by just as many points as last week. So I'm taking Green Bay again.
Yeah, Green Bay is going to win this one, I think, pretty handedly. You take the points; they're favored by 9.5. They're gonna cover. There's no doubt.
They're gonna cover.
Yeah, they're gonna cover the spread, maybe even plus them, hopefully. And maybe
I think
get 200 yards
too,
this time.
So,
All right,
I'm
going
good.
going to another one that I had a heck of a time deciding between. Kansas City at Tennessee. Tennessee just put up a good game after I lost all faith in them, and Kansas City had a really good second half offensively. And I don't know if necessarily their defense set up against Washington or Washington's offense just screwed the pooch. I think Tennessee did a lot more knocking off Buffalo than Kansas City did by steering the ship right. I do think Kansas City is going in the right track, but I'm taking Tennessee at home. They're banged up. They got banged up that game, but I think if they can just hand the ball off to the best running back in the league, they'll be okay. They just need to keep Mahomes on the sideline and just pound that rock. Just keep pounding it. And I think Tennessee at home. I mean, they came up big against Buffalo, so that gives me a lot of confidence in them in their home game. What do you guys got?
Yeah, King Henry looked pretty good last week, or I guess last night. I think it's going to continue against the Chiefs' piss poor defense, but I think I'm taking the Chiefs in this one. I think the Titans are going to be have full confidence, but I think the Chiefs' offense is going to make more plays than the Bills did at the end of last night's game. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going to follow Riley on this one. I also am going to go with the Chiefs. Titans played well last night, but Henry has a pretty good track record against Buffalo. Buffalo's proven that they can't stop him, and that continued last night. And I'd like to see him do it again, have a good game, an all-around game against somebody else. But I don't think it's going to be Kansas City. I think the Chiefs are going to get their offense back on track like they did in the second half against Washington. And it's going to be a close one, but I think they're going to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely could. That secondary of the Titans is not only banged up, but it's not good. So, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, if the Chiefs were home, I would have went them all day. I can tell you that. All right, we got Atlanta at Miami. Miami is coming back from a heartbreak defeat across the pond that also happened to be across an ocean because the game was in London, but they lost to Jacksonville. As I said, it was in London, so they're traveling back, and they're playing at noon against Atlanta. That's coming off a bye week, which had plenty of time to figure a few things out, you'd think. I'm taking Atlanta, honestly. I'm not confident at all in anything Miami's got going for them. I think Tua did play better than, obviously, previous quarterback play down there with, I'm trying to think of his name. Blanking out here, guys. Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Yep, Jacoby. Yeah. I would say Tua played better, but I ain't got much faith in Tua, and I have no faith in that Miami team right now. I'm taking Atlanta, and hopefully my offensive rookie of the year candidate shows up in Pitts, because I need him to do something. Chase is running away with this, guys. All right, what do you got?
Yeah, the Dolphins are just kind of a mess, Tua's not really taking that jump that I think they were hoping he was going to. Their run game is just awful. Defense is not that great, obviously, because they just lost to Jacksonville. Got their first win in 20 games, so it's kind of nice to see them get the monkey off their back on that one. I'm going Atlanta here, though. Matt Ryan has a proven track record. They finally figured out how to use Pitts, and I think that's going to continue. And then is Calvin Ridley back? If he is, it's just going to help in that pass game.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he was out for injury, right? It was just personal reasons.
Or you're right, yeah.
So
yeah.
He is back, though.
Yeah, that's good because, I mean, he doesn't have anything hampering him. Well, maybe mentally, but not physically,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, for sure. Miami, even with Tua, they not good. Not a good football team. I can't believe some people thought they're going to win the division.
Yeah, Bob.
Yo, what's up? I thought I struck gold, and let me tell you, it was fool's gold. All right, let's just move on to the next one so I can get rid of this embarrassment. All right, we got the Jets, New York Jets at New England Patriots, and I got to say, Patriots are different. I mean, Belichick is coming off most yards ever against his team. And that was in his own house too, guys. That's not a good look on New England. But the offense, even though there's mistakes, held in and made the game close. I'm taking New England at home. I don't think the Jets are anywhere near ready to take on Belichick, and they don't have near the weapons the Dallas Cowboys have. Patriots at home. Jets, they got to win, and they're kind of starting to figure things out. But I don't think this is their time to shine. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I mean, Bill Belichick just eats rookie quarterbacks for breakfast, dude.
Their
track record is not that good. New England plays really well at home. I mean, back-to-back weeks, 2 out of 3 weeks with the Cowboys and the Bucks. Really close games. I think they, put it all together, and that defense is going to be giving Zach Wilson fits all day. So I'm going Patriots in this one.
Yeah, Patriots last week, they fought with the Cowboys till the end. And that throw Mac Jones made to Bourne towards the end was just beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Mainly just because the corner that had the pick six thought he was on top of the world, and then he just got toasted. But
I would throw a lot of the fault on that safety. I think he closed his eyes on that time.
Yeah, that safety kind of whiffed on that one.
I think he closed his eyes. Right. I really do. It happens though. I'd close my eyes.
That's his old teammate, right, in college?
Yeah.
Diggs?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So that I don't know. Some of the plays they made to compete with a team that has a high-powered offense like that, it was interesting to see because that's not the Patriots game at all.
No.
Not at all. So even when Brady was there, that wasn't their style per se, to the shootout style. But I'm going to take New England in this one. I liked what I saw against Dallas, and I think it's going to continue, especially at home.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Carolina at the New York Giants. I took Carolina. They haven't been playing good. They need to step it up, but the Giants are just banged up, and I don't think anybody has any faith left in that coaching staff at this point. Weapons could come back for the Giants, though. A lot of them are questionable. So a lot could come back for the Giants, but overall, I think Carolina's defense is going to get to the quarterback. I don't think there's a lot of things going on outside. I don't think Judge has a good control of the team right now, personally. And Carolina, I mean, the game was ugly. Sam Darnold played bad. There's a lot of drops against that Vikings team, and it was went to overtime, and Vikings pulled it off. But I think Carolina's got it. I think Darnold's going to play a lot better. He had 41% completion. I mean, Robbie Harrison was 11 targets, 3 receptions. There's just drops. It was an ugly game. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't think they're going to redo that. I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, even being at home, like you said, their injuries are just, I don't know. I think they're too much to overcome. And we don't even know if Daniel Jones is, able to do mental math anymore. I mean, my God, he didn't look the greatest last week either,
It's hard
I just think
7 days from a concussion.
Yeah, I think Carolina has a better roster top to bottom, and the coaching is far and away better. So I think I'm taking Carolina in this one as well, even though it's going to probably be a close game.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. Giants, they're going to do everything they can to play close games. They've done that for years. But no, Carolina, I think the end of that Carolina game, Darnold actually looked like the Darnold that everybody kind of was hoping for, making those throws in 4th down. He can't help it that Moore couldn't catch anything. Yeah. His number 1 receiver.
There's a lot going on that game.
Yeah, Moore needs to get back on track for Carolina, especially with McCaffrey out for the next 2 weeks. But I think Carolina wins that game. His Giants they're just not in the right place.
You are right, though. That last drive of Sam Darnold, they started, 98-yard line, 4th and 10. Critical 40-some yard play. They had 2 4th down conversions in that drive to get to overtime.
That one play he had to Moore was going to be a big play, and Moore just just dropped it. It was a terrible drop.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson
Yeah.
on that last one. I think it was like maybe first or second and 10, and it would have been like 6-7 yard completion. He just dropped. But I mean,
Darnold looked like the Darnold at USC for a little bit there, just for a second. Like freshman Darnold, the 19-year-old Darnold. Oh man, I was thinking about that Penn State game after watching that. Maybe not that far, but.
Well, let's move on to the next one, guys. We got Cincinnati at Baltimore, and this is a good game. Rivalry game. Cincinnati's a good team, much better than I thought they'd be at the beginning of the year. Lamar's crazy. It's crazy what he's doing. I'm taking Baltimore. They're at home. I think it'll be a good game. It's always going to be tough. These teams are going to fight it out tooth and nail, but overall, I think Lamar he's playing too good to lose. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I went against the Ravens last week, and I ain't doing it twice. Okay, I'm picking the Ravens in this one. That offense and defense is just looking awesome right now. The Bengals, their defense just ain't there yet. Their offense is looking dynamite, but I don't know. I can't see him putting up a ton of points on the road, division rivalry. I'm going Ravens.
Right? Ravens were one of my big picks last week, so obviously I'm sticking with them. I think this one's gonna be a good game, but I think it's gonna come down to coaching. I think the Bengals coach is still a little raw and inexperienced, and Harbaugh's, Harbaugh, and I think the Ravens, they're a better team. I look for one of those wideouts for Baltimore to go off because the Bengals secondary is not great. Even maybe it could be hot. It could be the tight end. How do you say his name? Uzmoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Bengals, he could go off, but I think what Mark Andrews is gonna.
He's gonna tear apart.
Because I know Hawkins
has been
kind of had a
phenomenal.
really good game. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Philadelphia at Las Vegas, and this is a pretty open and shut case for me. I'm taking Vegas. I didn't think they'd look too good last week after all the turmoil, but they shut down that. And Philadelphia, I ain't got much confidence in them. They don't play bad some games, but some games they play terrible, and I got no faith in that team. So I'm taking the Vegas. What do you guys got?
I'm still bitter about last week. They did me dirty. I thought Denver, being at home, all that turmoil with Gruden, they were going to go in and take care of business. Was not the case. Made Derek Carr look like a freaking MVP that game. So I'm still bitter about it. This is a spite pick for me. I'm going Philadelphia in the upset on this one.
I
See if it comes back to haunt me.
I just can't get behind Philly. I think Vegas takes this one. Philly, you just never know what team's going to show up, and I think that's still the case. So I don't have faith in them. I gotta go with Vegas in this one.
This next one I think is even more open shut than the last one, guys. Detroit at Los Angeles Rams, and Detroit is not good. They are already yelling at each other and complaining about each other, that being the head coach and quarterback. Detroit's done. I'm taking Rams all day. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I'd say them, Ravens, Bills are the most complete teams, and they do not drop games against these cupcakes. So I got to go with the Rams in this case. Matt Stafford's playing extremely well. That defense is creating turnovers. That is a recipe for some major wins. So I think they're going to kick the Lions' butts in this one.
Yeah, I can't imagine this game being close. I don't know. Rams are going to dominate.
I can't imagine this next game being close either. We got Houston at Arizona, and it's getting pretty easy in these little afternoon games. I got Arizona all day. Houston doesn't got much in it. What do you guys got?
What do you mean? Nick Mills, Rookie of the Year.
Oh, right, yeah. He's helping out my boy Cooks. Not.
You gotta go Cardinals in this. They're serving some pretty cupcake games for us here at the end of the end of the picks. You got to go Arizona at home with what they were able to do against Cleveland, and what I thought was a decent defense, but they're just gonna, take care of business here.
They don't even need a coach.
Right.
Yeah, the Cardinals. I think they're gonna make quick work out of this game. The Cardinals they're just a good team, and when they get matched up with games like this, they're gonna dominate.
I think we got another domination game going on too. We got Chicago at Tampa Bay, and I gotta admit, I see no way Chicago's got a chance down there. Tampa Bay all day. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of great going on in Chicago. They just lost at home to Green Bay. They just got shown who their owner/daddy is in Aaron Rodgers, and I think their confidence is at all-time low. Going Tampa Bay all day, guys. What do you got?
Yeah, I think those rumblings of we want Nagy gone are going to be in full force in this game, fellas. Tom Brady is going to show him why he's the GOAT at home. It's going to be ugly, I think. They're just going to play both sides of the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 35-10 game, maybe even more.
Oof. Yeah, I got Tampa on this one also. Bears aren't playing great, so I mean, Nagy. As long as Nagy's there, you might as well not even care. Like their fans don't even bet in favor of their team. I mean,
yeah. What was that stat you had, Jake?
It was like 90% of Illinois residents, according to Bet Rivers, bet on the Packers.
That's just incredible.
That's what you know.
And only 70-some% outside of Illinois bet on the Packers.
I mean, they've been a lot.
It's because they know, dude. They're smart. They know what they got.
The track record for Aaron Rodgers against the Bears proves everything, and they've seen it firsthand. We had a couple interesting games here to end out the week. We got Sunday night and Monday night. I think both are pretty good games. We got Indianapolis at San Francisco. San Francisco coming out the bye. Plenty of time. Indianapolis just thumped Houston. Looking good. Finally getting that run game going. I think Indianapolis is starting to get healthy. They're starting to figure it out. I think they're taking this. I think Indy's going to start really showing that they're a good competitive team going forward. And I still think San Francisco's too banged up, too many questions at quarterback, and it's just not their year. But that you never know with San Francisco. They got a heck of a roster if they get it going. But I'm taking Indianapolis. What do you guys got?
I think I'm going to take the other side of the coin on this one. San Francisco just coming off the bye. Is Jimmy starting, I think?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
So it's going to be a more vanilla offense, but I think they're just going to dink and dunk their way to a win in this one. In that Colt, I mean, they forced, 3 turnovers last week against Houston, which really helped, helping them score those points. So I think if San Francisco limits the turnovers, they can pull out a W in this one.
I'm going to flip it back. I think Indy is going to take this one. I think they sometimes you got to beat on a bad team to kind of get back on track. And I think this may have been that for them. For their case, hopefully. Yeah, I got Indy in this one.
All right, let's go to Monday Night Football. We got New Orleans at Seattle, and Geno Smith's looking pretty good, guys. He's definitely a capable backup. I mean, he's been in the system for a long enough time. They didn't look bad against Pittsburgh, and I don't know, maybe they can figure it out, and I think, honestly, they will. I mean, Sean Payton getting a week off, Saints, I don't know. I'm just not sold on the Saints, even though they kicked the Packers butt week 1, and Seattle at home is a different breed. So I'm going to stick with the home team only because it's the home team. I'm taking Seattle 12th man. What do you guys got?
I'm disappointed in you, Bobby. I thought you were going to pick your boy, your most improved player in Jameis to come out on top on this one. Because guess what? I am, okay? Oof. I got the strength and the convictions here. I got to go Saints. Their defense, if they're better than the Steelers overall. That offense, they still got Kamara. Jameis just needs to tighten up the turnovers, and I think they can take care of business. And until I see Geno Smith win a game, I'm not going to pick the Seattle Seahawks. Excuse me.
Uh,
I think I'm with Tyler.
yeah.
The Saints are going to win this one. I think Kamara is much better back than the Steelers back, in that what he's trying to do is what Kamara is, and being in the pass game and the run game.
That dual threat.
And I think he's gonna control the game more than anything. I think people have been sleeping on Kamara. His numbers really aren't that bad this year. He's just not getting 17 catches out of the backfield from Drew Brees' noodle arm. And so I think New Orleans is going to take this one.
Well, there we have it, guys. I love the picks. I love how we're now the same this week like we were last week. Should be a good week.
Yep.
We all went 9-5 last week. That brought my total for the year at 58-36. Pretty respectable. A little. Last 2 weeks helped me out a little bit. If you guys liked what you saw today, give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. Again, this is Bobby D. We got Tyler Riley, Dr. Nefario, Jake Guerin, Superstar Fly. Check out their channels as well. Hope to see you guys again.